Hey, what's going on, guys? It is L the Waffle Pone here, Logan, or L, just L. I'm here playing the Stanley Parable, as you can see there. Parable, I'm not really sure how to pronounce that word, so if I get it wrong, I'm very sorry in advance. And yeah, so I have not played this. I've seen other people play it. I heard that there's just like a whole bunch of different endings you can get, so I'm not sure how long it takes to play the game. So we might have a couple of different endings here in this video, or maybe just one, or all of them. I don't really know. So going to begin, and it is loading. The end is never the end is loading. Okay. And hopefully these loading times will improve here, because I'm actually getting a solid state drive to put some of my Steam library in. And I know some people are going to be like, no, solid state drives are not for that, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, well, I mean, they have 2,000.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay, let's listen to this.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Okay.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard.
Cool.
Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Alright.
This is what employee 427 did every day, every month, of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Yeah, that'd be soul-rending.
Exactly for this job. Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that
Peculiar,
would
eh?
forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Oh yeah?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright. Well, alright, so I'm in control now here. Yeah. Looks like I can not really grab anything.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had
Can't
never been
jump.
trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer.
Oh my gosh.
Here it comes.
Oh. Okay. Alright. Well. Alright. I can't pick anything up.
The workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Turn the computer off. Alright, can I enter any of these doors? Open anything?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, well, nope. It does not advance the story. Gotta save the energy here, guys. Can't leave your computers on all day. Waiting input. Input received. Okay. Well. Can't really. Okay. Alright, well, I guess I'm just kind of walking through hallways then. Nothing. Can't really do here. No, someone. Hey, that's. Oh, I thought that was just an L. I was thinking, hey, someone has. Oh, okay. Someone has just an L in their mug. It's pretty cool. It's kind of my thing in first-person shooters. Just the letter L.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
So I think this one I'm going to listen to what he says. Door on the left. Sure. Alrighty.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Sure. Up to my boss's office. Hey, broom closet. I can go in
Stanley
here.
stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Or did I?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Well, but what if I want the broom?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is,
What about this door?
he's just standing there doing sweet FA.
Sweet epic. Oh man, what if I can close the door on myself? Hold on. Well. Okay, whatever. Whatever.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Sure. I'll walk upstairs for you, Mr. Voice. So is that the office right there? What's all this?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Quite amazing. Well, alrighty. Can I fall down this? No. It's over here. Just darkness. Oh, hey, hold on. It's so dark. Cannot see anything. Okay. There's only one button to press. Okay. Going down the elevator then. So loading. Yeah, hopefully with a solid state drive, these loading times will be virtually non-existent. Hoping.
Into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh, really? You're going to answer all my questions, Mr. Voice talking to me? Cool. Does that mean anything? No.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Why not? Voice said it, I must do it, right? I can't close the doors after myself? Nope. Okay. Very dark.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What
Cool.
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Hold on, can I fit through this gap? No? Okay. Well, do I have the strength to find out? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Nah. Cameras. Cool.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true nature revealed.
Poor
Each
104
bore
got
the
fired.
number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I wonder if there's a zoom key. I'm not gonna go to options to check, but oh well. Can I? No. Urgent? What do you say? Employees should never attempt. Okay. Who else is fired? Oh. I want to see who's fired. We'll make fun of him for getting fired from being a mind control subject. Anyone else? Nope. Just 104 and 601, I guess.
This
Okay.
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was
Yeah,
this the
probably.
only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yeah, it seems
No.
legit.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it
Nope.
even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yeah, probably.
It was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I would. How does Stanley do this? 1, 2. Okay. Console disabled. Nope. Well. I kind of wonder. Am I supposed to know a certain order? That waiting input. Wait, that's a big red button. Cannot press the big red button though. Nope. Okay. Facility power. I didn't press that one. Do I go over here?
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place, and to Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yep.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode.
Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh.
Until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're going to die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this phase of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know,
are you?
To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or
Yeah.
did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten?
Oh man.
Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No, I have no clue.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy.
I really have no idea what I'm doing here.
But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No end. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your fair life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I'm laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever up.
Well, alright. Yeah, I didn't know what to do there. Some of you who played this game probably thought, well, it's quite obvious, you just do whatever. But, yeah. I had no idea. So
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I have entered the door on my left. Meeting in.
There was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. To come into a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alrighty. Oop. Wow. That was bad.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley
I have no idea what the code was.
nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's
Right
desk.
here.
What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Alright, so back here. I want to see. I want to see what to do.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Well, I'm kind of cheating right now. I'm looking up how to beat that ending, because I don't want to die. I've got to advance this along, though.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Well, alright, I guess I'll do the different ending. And is that it? Yeah, I'll do the different ending. Oh, okay.
A rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Nah, never over.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Okay, well, Stanley's happy. I guess I'm pretty happy. So, beat the game. Okay, well, I guess that's beating the game. So, alright. You know, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to do some research here. I couldn't find anything on the endings here, but I'll look them up here because I want to list off all of the endings. I know that there's supposed to be quite a few. So, yeah. So I'll do that in my spare time here. Oh, he's talking again.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah. But that'll be it for this episode here. Hopefully by the time the next one rolls around, I will get my solid state drive here. I know some of you are saying like, oh, don't store things on it. Like, for example, large Steam games, like my entire almost 500 gig Steam library, stuff like that. Well, I mean, it's a 1 terabyte solid state drive. Fairly expensive here, but tax return money, you know, you got to blow it on something, right? And, yeah, so, I mean, it'll be okay. Yeah, it's 2,000 individual writes. That's warranted for anyway. It'll last longer than that. I'm almost positive. So that's 2,000 terabytes I can write to the drive. So I can use this quite a bit here. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna leave this here. Close the door. I didn't know I could close this door. Cool. Anyway, okay. Back to leaving the video. Sorry, again, this is the Waffle Pone, Logan, whatever you want to call me here. If you liked the video, leave a like rating, thumbs up, or tell me in the comments, like, hey, do this next time, or something like that. If you dislike it, well, tell me in the comments, like, why, and this guy's talking again. And yeah, if you want to see me derp up some more games here, especially Minecraft, just let me know. Yeah, subscribe. Alright, and so take care, guys, and catch y'all in the next video.